What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Experience More podcast. Pumped and excited to have each and every single one of you guys here joining with me today. This episode is going to be a solo cast. It is Mother's Day, and I'm actually planning on going through and recording with Tina, my wife, tomorrow for a special edition Mother's Day storytelling adventure. So I put it out on my Instagram. Just Jake Arvold, my stories asking you guys, if you follow on Instagram there, just what questions you guys would ultimately either like to know from me, from her, our relationship, and just the journey that we have ultimately been on. And that's really what we're going to go through and talk about. She does not know we're doing it. She has asked if she'd be able to come on and do an episode. So pumped and excited for that episode. It's something I've wanted to do with her for a good minute as I've been building out the studio and everything here in the bunker. Really, it's just been, I've figured out how to do this, with different guests all across the country. Of course, like virtually, but it has been a little bit challenging just to have the setup for having a good guest conversation in-house. So I've been building kind of the studio out for that, and I just want it to be a good overall show for all of you guys. So if you are new, welcome to the Experience More podcast. Started this with the intention and will continue the intention of just allowing people, really working to allow people to get out and experience more of the great outdoors with those they love to experience it with. And with that, we ultimately are going to be jumping in, talking about stories that really just apply to anyone and everyone's life, right? It's not just about the outdoors, but hey, if you live a healthy, fit, active lifestyle, it is going to allow you to experience more of life and honestly experience more of the hunts, the hikes, the fishing trips, all of those different things. So that's really the root of it, is tying physical fitness to the outdoor space from all facets, right? Just diet, nutrition, exercise, and really just tips and tricks, as well as I bring on a lot of different guests from all walks of life, all backgrounds, with different, stories of their journey, whether it might be someone who's gone through and lost over 100 pounds. And because of that, they're able to hike now, mountains, Grand Canyon, things of that nature. Had a good episode with my buddy Terry a couple years back about that very thing. The guy had gone through and lost 187 pounds, literally changed his life, added years to his life. And because he had done that, he now gets to go through and experience more of those adventures. So stories like that, or stories like Brandon Waddell, who had went through, on the road traveling, lost over 40 pounds while on the road, where that is a struggle for a lot of different individuals. And then having different discussions, could be things based on conservation, all hunting tactics, adventures out west, in the Midwest. Myself, born and raised in Wisconsin, I definitely know the lifestyle of eating, just cheese curds, beer, and burgers kind of thing. So I'm no shy guy to that lifestyle. And at the end of the day, I love being surrounded by good people in the campfire. So with that, all of that being said, I just want to say welcome to each and every one of you guys who are new to the show. This is, I guess you could look at it as an outdoor podcast, but really it is a little bit different in the way, we're not just sitting, and you're not going to have an episode that's just hitting on deer tactics or things like that. You might, we will definitely, and I shouldn't say might, we will get into those different things, but the focus is you, and giving all of you guys, listeners, subscribers, just value tidbits to go out and experience more of life, right? Not just be a better hunter. Excuse me. So with that, there's a couple different variations of episodes I do. I will go through and I'll do episodes that are more gear related. I'm very big on, hey, I'm not here to push anything on you guys. I don't have any sponsors, don't do anything of that nature. Anything that I do go through and recommend and or give a tutorial on, or a breakdown, or a product review, it's all shit I use. It's shit I use. It's people I value, companies that I believe have brought great quality products to the marketplace, as well as just they have good people internally within their company. I'm going to use things that I want to use, and I'm going to shoot it straight with each and every one of you guys. I don't believe that you need to have the most expensive gear out there in the world to go out and kill your first buck, right? Or go out turkey hunting or start bass fishing or any of these things. You don't need the most expensive shit in the world. I like nice things, and I will go through and invest in those different things. But that is not to say that you have to do those things. And if there's anything you guys have questions on, you are always able to go through and ask. I have killed more deer with my bear bow, which was like $250 when I first bought it, and a regular true glow sight, and started literally from ground zero all the way up. I didn't start with a $2,000 bear bow, bare bones bow, and then add, a $500 sight or a rest here and there. It's all relative. You can go out and be very, very successful with the bare minimum, and just very keen foundational things. That's a big piece on me when I do the gear reviews. It's real shit and stuff that I value, and I'm not here to blow smoke up anyone's ass. So the other one is going to be guests, and really guest interviews, having individuals of all walks of life. Like I had said, it might be their fitness story. It might be leaders in the outdoor space, whether it is owners of different companies, professionals in the outdoor space. Could be anyone from, individuals that you guys watch on different TV shows across the country, YouTube celebrities, and then getting into, it could be personal development leaders, right? Or entrepreneurs, things of that nature that are going to allow you little, as I would call them, nuggets of gold, nuggets of information that you are able to take yourself and apply in your life overall. And it might just be someone, because I'm not just keen on having someone who has huge fucking followers or any of this stuff, but it's real, raw, true people who have gone out and done something in their life, and they have little just nuggets of experience that have helped them achieve what they have achieved, and they can be very, very valuable stories, and they are very valuable stories no matter what. And it's not dictated by the amount of followers they have on any given platform. So I've had a good handful of individuals like that, to where you wouldn't think they have like all different knowledge that they have, but honestly, that's just the way they like it, and they have a good time regardless of the following or any of that different shit. And I feel like a lot of times people put a lot of weight on that stuff versus the actual real nuts and bolts to everything. So, and then the last one is going to be just quick hits with myself, really just things that I believe, are valuable to know and understand. And myself, of course, always developing, always growing, always learning. I'm always trying to go through and just be real with you guys. It's not here, again, to blow smoke up anyone's ass. It's not here to go through and flaunt anything. I'm no better than any of you guys. I'm a husband. I'm a dad. I'm a country boy at heart. I feel like I'm a little bit country gone city or suburb or whatever, like as I'm in a suburb kind of area of St. Louis, Missouri. Now working to get out into the country overall. That is the goal and everything. With my wife and I, we have different reservations. You guys will see through my social platform in what I call the bunker, which is an underground, really kind of concrete bunker that I have a little bow range and everything in here. But bought this house as a foreclosure, literally dirt cheap, and we've been remodeling it. And if any of you guys who have done that kind of stuff know that you buy a foreclosure, there are always going to be little kinks and quirks and things that we got to go through and do. Right now, we had a tornado hit like literally half a mile away from us, so we have some roof damage, siding damage, and thank God nothing worse ultimately happened. No one was hurt, but we got siding, roof, and all this different shit that's got to go on. So, different fun things happening, but just true life things for all of you guys. But yeah, welcome to everything. And definitely, if you get a chance, I would love for you guys, if you like the show, go through, hit subscribe, and go through and share the show. Host the Experience More podcast and the Overdose Outdoors YouTube channel, which my brother and we just dropped our first video over there. I do post the podcast over there, but my brother Nick, who lives in Wisconsin, and my other brother Zach up there, we're putting together a YouTube channel that is called Overdose Outdoors. It is all things, and really it's tied into like us three brothers and the different things that we ultimately do, different adventures, different hunts, that kind of stuff. We just recently went to Oklahoma TAC, and we had a shitload of fun down there. So definitely check that out if you get a chance. If you want to kind of see how ugly I truly am, go over to the YouTube channel. And then you can always find this podcast any other platform across the board. Maybe you're listening to it on Spotify, Apple. But it would mean the world to me to subscribe on the YouTube channel, give a review on the podcast, and share with a friend. That is how we go and grow. And ultimately, that is where we want to be able to take this to just give you guys more and more as time goes on. But this week, I'm really just doing a quick hit because it is Mother's Day tomorrow. I'm doing this right now, 10 o'clock at night. I wanted to put one out to just give a little bit of really something I've been thinking about personally, and just kind of like my own personal development and just my own thoughts on a day-to-day basis. I was thinking about doing, Mother's Day one and everything here today, but the truth is I want to be able to go through and record that with my wife tomorrow, and I think that'll be a great experience for her and I to kind of do that and ultimately dig in to some different things. And I have questions for her, and I want us to be able to have a really good discussion, and I hope you guys can come on back and check out that podcast when that goes through and airs as well. But what I want to talk about this week in particular is really just the idea of transfer of energy. Okay. Let's just be fucking real. Okay. No one likes to be around a negative Nancy. And we all know those individuals that walk into a room and they brighten it up. Like everyone wants to hang out with those individuals. They have something about them that you just can't figure out. Right. And I really want you to think about that, because like transfer of energy, people can get into like all this different kind of thought of law of attraction and all these different things, and everything just goes good for them. It's, they got the rabbit's foot in the back pocket and all this different shit. Or, it's, you look at them and it's like, it must be nice and all this different shit. The truth of all of it is those individuals, if you look at them, you observe them, and I encourage you to do this. Right? Because you all know those people, right? The positive people and the negative people in your life. You have friends right now. I guarantee you, if you think about your friend circle, there are those individuals that are like anchors in your life to where you get around them, you hang around them, like it brings your mood down. Right? It anchors you down, pulls you down. It exhausts you really to go through and ultimately be around them. But you say, hey, they're my friend from high school, X, Y, and Z. We've always been good buddies. Oh yeah, he has a piss poor attitude, X, Y, and Z. Remember this: you are who you surround yourself with. Like you go through and stand in shit long enough, you'll become shit. And you might not yourself say, oh, I am shit or anything like that. But you stand in it long enough, you'll start to smell like it really, really bad. And no one else is going to want to hang around you. So my encouragement and everything is remove the negative people in your life, right? Like we all know those good people out there that, again, you hang around them, you feel energized, you feel rejuvenated. You see them aspiring to do bigger, better, greater things. It makes you almost a little bit uneasy, right? If you're not really used to that, like, why are they always so happy? Why are they so energetic? Or, everything's just so good. It can't be that good. Well, it is. And it's hard sometimes to understand all of that. But the reality is, let go of the negative vibe that you have holding down in your gut. And I would ultimately look at you and say, hey, it sounds like we have an internal piece that we need to go through and really kind of dig into, right? Why is this making me feel maybe a negative way when they're feeling really, really good, right? I want you to look at those individuals and think about, how are they living life? How are they handling adversity? Because I guarantee you, those people who seem good, great, go lucky and everything, they have just as many, if not more, hard, bad, indifferent days as you do. It's just the truth. We all go through the same shit. Might be a little bit different, might look different, but it's still relatively hard. There are struggles across the board. We all struggle with relationships. We all struggle with finances. We all struggle with fitness. We all struggle with our own fucking internal battle in our brain, right? But the thing with it is those individuals that are happy, go lucky, or it just seems like nothing can go wrong for them with the lucky rabbit's foot, those individuals have a sense of enthusiasm about life. They look at it as a glass half full. They look at any adversity they face as an opportunity. What opportunities are in this? They don't sit here and just pity poor me throughout it. And I can promise you guys, because I've done this personally myself and I've been in the pity party piece. I'm no different than any of you, and none of those people are either. They just choose. They've trained themselves to have this little cognitive switch of when shit's going wrong, they look at what is the silver lining, what is the lesson within this, what, like, at the end of the day, we're going to make it through. At the end of the day, I'm going to make something of this. What lesson is here? What opportunities come from this struggle? No matter what it is, no matter if it's a relationship struggle, no matter if it's a financial struggle, a work struggle, like, you have to look at it. And the truth to all of that is, like, if you got shit going wrong in your life and you got shit going good in your life, you are the common denominator for all of those things. You can't point the finger. You have to look at yourself. If you're rocking and rolling and life's good and going, like, you are the common denominator for making that shit happen. At the end of the day, too, like, if shit's going wrong and, like, not going any way you want it to go, you are the common denominator for all of that, right? Like, what little things are you doing to take action in living a better lifestyle, to having a better mindset, right? And go back to the enthusiasm piece. Like, enthusiasm is a transfer of energy. And I think of, like, enthusiasm overall, like, you have to go through life with a sense of vigorous enthusiasm, like an aggressive enthusiasm. And I don't mean, oh yeah, freaking Energizer Bunny through the roof and all this different shit. I'm talking about, like, have a sense of purpose in how you talk, in how you deliver yourself, in what you are wanting to do. Enter the day with a plan and what you want to do. Look at, no matter what your job is, whether you're flipping fucking burgers or you're a CEO, like those, like that, you have an opportunity to look at, okay, well, I can be the best burger flipper possible today. I'm going to go out and make it happen and make undeniable efforts to be the best that I am personally in my job and working towards my career. You can go through, like, if you're sitting here and you're negative this, negative that, negative this, negative that, the world, the universe is going to give you back exactly what you put out to it. The people around you will give you back exactly what you put out to it, right? And if you think, oh, no one's there for you, or no one thinks about me or helps me, look in the fucking mirror. Are you putting others first? And this is the thing that I live by. Like, this is one of those things, like, I will be getting a sleeve tattoo, and one of those personal sayings in there is, make it about them and they'll make it about you. Make it about them and they'll make it about you. I want you to really think about that. We live in a day and age where everyone's about me, look at me, clicks, likes, all this different bullshit, all the things that are ultimately taking place. Everyone's looking at, how do I get attention? How do I get attention? What happens when you go through and just think, you know what? I'm going to go out and make it about other people. I'm going to help other people's lives. I'm going to do the best of my job to make sure the people in my life, the people within my job, right, within my business, within my household, I'm going to make sure that they're taken care of. I'm going to make sure I am the best asset that they possibly have in their life. And I can promise you, when you approach it like that and you look at those things, like, you don't have to be bent over kind of thing, but enter the day with, how am I going to make people's lives better? Yes, one of the most important things you can do for that is to make your life better and go out and be undeniable in the job you have, in the life you live, in your health, in your wellness, your fitness, everything. Like, you being a physically fit, sound in body, a healthy man or woman is one of the most foundational things you can possibly do, because if you take care of yourself and you're feeling good and you're looking good, it again is a transfer of energy to other people, and you automatically will help jumpstart other people to go out and do those things. But if you do that in the intent of, I'm just doing this for me, this mindset of, like, fuck everyone else, this is just me, and there's moments and times where you have to buckle down and focus directly on you. But if you want to be truly, truly selfless, you first must be selfish. And I don't want that to get twisted, because that's something that, like, that saying, that was actually one of my mentors, CEO of First Form, Sal. He had said that to me a few years back when I was in a funk. I was in a spot, and it's like, I pour so much time and effort into all these different people and everyone that I was ultimately working on. I let myself go. There's been moments in my life where I'm physically in the worst shape of my life, and you get in this hole where it's like you can't even recognize yourself. You don't even know what's going on. It's like the hole's so fucking deep, you can't even see the light at the top of it. You realize, like, who am I? Like, that you just don't recognize yourself. You have to start pouring into yourself and taking care of yourself. And I can promise you, from personal experience, in many facets, from how I run my social media, this podcast, my physical fitness and health, to what I do in the outdoor space, when I make it about other people, by making sure that I'm taking care of myself, the number one thing I can do for taking care of other people is make sure I'm taking care of myself. Because when I'm taking care of myself, everything's good, great, grand. I also know I can weed through all the different bullshit, all the different excuses that are ultimately out there. Everything else gets better. I'm also feeling better. I'm feeling enthusiastic, right? And there is going to come a time, like, it is not, oh, fake it till you make it. Like, you just have to do it. You have to embody that enthusiasm and that intent in the way you live your life, and visualize what kind of life you want to live. Visualize the individual that you wish to be, and then just ask yourself, that individual you want to be, close your eyes and just think about, like, the visual image of who you want to be, what you want to look like, what you want to achieve, and then simply ask yourself, what would that person do? What will that person do on a day-to-day basis? What would they do breaking it down right away when they get up in the morning, right? From like 5 to noon, noon to 5, 5 to 10. Like, what are those segments? What is that individual going to do to make sure that they are that successful individual? When I started doing that personally, it just allowed me to visually really take ownership in all the little lies I was telling myself. And I still have to go through and check myself on a day-to-day basis. I'm not perfect. No one is. I will be the first and not the last one to go through and ultimately tell you that. But you have to take accountability and understand that how you go through and put energy out into the world is what you are going to get back. Enthusiasm is a very, very powerful thing. The law of attraction is a very, very powerful thing. There's a couple books that I'm going to recommend to you guys, and I really encourage you to go out and read these books or get the audiobooks. Number one, Magic of Thinking Big. Okay? A little bit bigger of a book, but it is filled with gold. Okay? The other one is going to be Law of Attraction. Magic of Thinking Big, The Law of Attraction. Look at those two different books. You read those two different books, it'll start to go through and help you kind of shape the visual representation of the life you want to live and what truly, truly, truly is possible. And the last one is going to be The Power of One More. Okay, if you take what you learn from Magic of Thinking Big and the Law of Attraction, and then you take that book, Power of One More, okay, and you apply that concept, like just one more rep, one more workout, one more phone call, one more email, and it is just this mindset of, I can be a little bit better. I can be better than I was yesterday. I can give one more step. And then when that step's done, give one more. Really, guys, girls, I can't tell you how many times in my life that I've had to sit back and stare myself in the mirror and really just honestly eat a big old piece of humble pie and say, you're not that good. Like, I'm just not. I'm just Jake. But I know I'm capable of doing some really, really cool fucking things. And I've done some really, really cool things. And if I look back at the times when I was my best and when I was achieving the most and when I was getting out there and doing really, really good, great things and I felt on top of the world, is when I was going out and making it about others. But first and foremost, making sure I was doing that by being a little bit selfish and taking care of myself first. You got to put out into the world what you want to be able to get back. That mindset, like, get rid of the negativity. If you got a negative spouse, if you got a negative boyfriend, girlfriend, if you got, like, you need to be okay with having those hard conversations and just telling them where the sun shines and that this is your life, this is my life, and I'm going to live it the way I want to live it. Just because your spouse doesn't want to work out doesn't mean you can't work out. What I've learned throughout the years is that my household with me, my wife, like, guess what? My wife gets better when I get better. Someone in the household has to lead. But there is a reason that after people get married, they usually get fat or they get really fit. But majority of them go through and settle just because they're not really trying hard or working hard, or they're looking at the other person like, oh, they're not doing it, so I don't have to do it. Well, they're looking at you saying, well, they're not doing it, so I don't have to do it. It's like, ease up. Don't really need to do that. I already got her. I already got him. The reality is, like, you got to keep going. You got to make yourself a priority, and you got to be the individual that you were when you first got involved with each other. Like, it is no different across the board. You have to make sure to maintain and stay consistent in the lifestyle that you ultimately live. And you put that energy out, you hold yourself accountable, you keep the promises you made to yourself. I promise you, you're going to create this energy that transfers to really, first and foremost, your household. Be the leader inside of your household. What happens then is your household gets better. Then your household, your family becomes really a leader cornerstone of, I would call, like a lighthouse for your community. You start working on making it about your community and helping other individuals inside of your community, and that community can extend out past your block. Well, then we start making a bigger impact in our township, the community, our state, and our country as a whole. But it's going to take us as individuals going out and being the best individual, the best version of ourselves physically possible. You want to be better at hunting, you want to be better and create a bigger impact in the outdoor space. Like, that is one of my number one goals. That is a soul-hearted mission for me, is to help create a bigger impact in the outdoor space, because there's enough negative bullshit already in it. And there's people that talk behind people's back and they bash them for different camo or bows or whatever they shoot or anything. When in reality, like, the entire outdoor community, like, we should all be supporting each other no matter what it is we love to do in the outdoor space. No matter what gun we like to use, no matter what bow we like to use, no matter what kind of camo we like to wear. At the end of the day, we all love hunting. We all love fishing. We love the great outdoors. We believe in conservation. We believe in making sure that everything we have is here for the next generation and that we leave it better. But it starts with us, and we can't just kick it to the curb hoping the next person's going to go through and pick that piece of trash up on the trail. We got to be the person to pick it up. We got to be the individuals who ultimately toe the line. So, with that being said, I encourage you guys to read those books, okay? Again, those books are going to be very, very crucial and very impactful to just going further inside of the life you want to live. Most people stop reading books after high school and college. Start reading books, listen to audiobooks, whatever you got to do. That's for me. I grew up in a little bumfuck middle of nowhere town in Wisconsin called Emerald. You blink, you miss it. Little single pump gas station. Like, if I can go through and get out and do different, bigger and better things, all of you guys can. Okay? So, read those books. Magic of Thinking Big, The Law of Attraction, The Power of One More. I encourage you guys to check those out because it's going to help tweak that mindset, help with the overall enthusiasm, the delivery of just energy out into the world, okay? And then focus on taking care of yourself. Hunting season's right around the corner. Friggin' September's going to be here, and I can't frickin' wait for it before you guys know it, okay? We just got done with spring turkey season. Got shed hunting's kind of pretty much over. We got morel season ultimately over. It's like, if you got a hunt you're wanting to do, you got a dream hunt you want to do out west, or you got a hunt on the East Coast or the Midwest or whatever it is, living a healthier lifestyle is going to help just lay a good foundation for you being able to get out there and really get after it and enjoy that experience wholeheartedly with anyone else that you're ultimately going out there after it with. So that's what I got for you guys today. It's as simple as that. Make yourself a priority, have a sense of enthusiasm in your day-to-day life, go out and fucking crush it. So with that, you guys have an amazing week. If you like the show, if you want to be able to hear more, hit the little subscribe button, go over to the Overdose Outdoors YouTube channel. Really would appreciate. We want to grow that channel. We have a goal really by 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So we got a little bit of time and we're growing pretty steadily. And definitely, I know our first video already, that one that Nick put together, was already, I think it was close to 9,000 views, which it did freaking great. A lot of really, really great people there. We were down there with the entire First Form crew. We were out doing that. If you guys are in Pennsylvania at Seven Springs, Total Archery Challenge, come on by. We're doing a very large giveaway with First Form. We got a Grizzly 450, which you could hide a couple bodies in this thing. We're doing that in a year's supply of energy drinks, Vortex, optics, Onyx, Elite membership, some really cool stuff there. So stop on by the First Form booth, check out all the other vendors. Those events, Total Archery Challenge, are literally for anyone and everyone. Someone who's never shot a bow, someone who wants to come in, check it out, get a feel for it, all the way to the ultimate professional archer as well. So check that out. Give the show a like, a subscribe, leave me a review, love me, hate me, whatever you got to say about me. I love it. And if you guys ever have questions, definitely, especially on the YouTube piece, go drop comments over there. You can comment in there, ask questions. If you're new to hunting or you want to try something new or you have questions about recommendations on anything across the board, definitely hit us up over there. We'd love to be able to go through and help you out. So appreciate each and every one of you guys. We'll see you next week. Love y'all.